Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. These two teams, the Eagles and the Pats, did not meet in the regular season last year, so their last official bout was in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Everybody remembers that one with the Eagles staking claim to their first ever title. And the Philly special went down in football history with Nick Foles catching the pass from Trey Burton in the end zone. What a game that was. Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. This shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
42 the mark, boy, 42. Hey, exit. Hey, 66.
Now on 2nd and 16. Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Throwing now is Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting?
And now look at him go. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Philly. Give him 58 yards on the ground.
For Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. From the gun, it's Wentz. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go. Back. Ready? I got one.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Check back 21. Crunch down, defense. Shift.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On the ground, Michelle. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 31 yards. And the Patriot first down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And now
he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
51, Mike 51.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, three things can happen, and two of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now, how many times have we seen that? Third down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was a Super Bowl MVP last season. On play action, now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Brady. He gets it to James White. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Wentz. It's complete. It Sproles. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take it. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
That was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. To throw, it's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Bravo. 58, boys, 58. 58 to Mike.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's complete left side to Aguilar. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Now Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their...
He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Open man is Gordon, complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but and he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Brady now to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Wait, set. 380. Check 53.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady on the crossing route. That's caught. Julian Edelman. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. An Eagle 1st down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Wentz now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go. 180! Kill. Big stuff. Let's go. Great. Mike, 53.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz, he's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53. Check 53. Black. Blue down. Check 4.
Throwing is Wentz. This one complete to Sproles. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's good for 28 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Wentz going to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
At the 36-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
To throw is Brady. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun now for Brady. He wants it all for the end zone. Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Working from the gun, Wentz. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Brady, he's going to loft one deep left side. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 84 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Wait, 53! 53! Watch the pass! Watch the pass! Here we go! Here we go! Regular! Regular!
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Edelman was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Brady. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Brady. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Sunday! Hey, Charlie!
From the gun, it's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effective? And he's into the clear. The 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. 65, 65, 65. 58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Let's get this. Let's get this.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Push him back. Push him back. 58, right over there.
Wentz now on 1st down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Not today. Mike 51, Mike 74, 74.
Here's Wentz to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Mike 53. Here it comes. Here it comes. 53's Mike. Check.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Haywood!
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Jackson. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, kill. 53. Check 53. You ain't going nowhere.
Now Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very low. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kyle Van Noy. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Good job, fellas.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Hey, orbit. 53, Mike. Silver.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the... It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 42 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided.